Outside, Minsu sat alone on the swing, lost in thought. The fact that Sunjin had left so easily hurt her deeply. She regretted not hugging and kissing him when she had the chance. She loved him more than anything. She checked her phone, determined, and called his number, only to realize it was switched off. The realization that he didn't want to talk to her anymore pained her even more. Her father joined her outside, asking why she was sitting alone so late at night. He mentioned that her mother had made dessert and wanted her to have some. Minsu looked at her father and admitted that she had been thinking a lot. Concerned, he advised her not to overthink, especially before going to bed. Minsu opened up, confessing that she regretted how she had treated Sunjin earlier. She feared that he thought she hated him. Her father gently asked if she did hate him. Without hesitation, she replied that she didn't. She loved him more than anything. She was happy that he had chosen her over Kim and wished she had told him how she felt. Now, she was afraid that he had left for good. Holding her hand, her father reassured her that Sunjin seemed like a genuine man who truly loved her and regretted not fighting for her earlier. He added that it wouldn't make sense for Sunjin to just disappear, especially after sacrificing everything to see her. Minsu's mood lifted as she asked if her father thought Sunjin was still around. He nodded, saying he believed so. Determined, Minsu stood up, announcing that she was going to find him. Her father asked if she knew where to look, and she admitted she didn't. But she was willing to search all over town if that's what it took. Smiling, her father handed her a hotel card with Sunjin's room number. He explained that Sunjin had given it to him the night before, just in case he ever needed to reach him. Without another word, Minsu took the card and ran off. At the hotel, Sunjin sat on his bed, still lost in his thoughts. A knock sounded at his door, but he ignored it. When the knocking persisted, he shouted that he didn't need room service and that he was fine. But the knocking continued. Annoyed, he got up and opened the door, only to find Minsu standing there. They stared at each other, their hearts racing. Being apart had felt like losing an essential part of their souls. Before Sunjin could speak, Minsu walked in and threw herself into his arms, hugging him tightly. Sunjin, finally feeling her warmth, held her close, squeezing her against him as if he never wanted to let go. Tears filled their eyes as they stood there, holding each other for what felt like forever. Looking at him, Minsu wiped away his tears, assuring him that she was there now and that he wouldn't cry anymore. Sunjin kissed her hands and smiled, telling her he had thought he had lost her forever. Minsu reassured him that he would never lose her, confessing her love for him. Overwhelmed, Sunjin picked her up and carried her to the bed. Laying her down gently, he looked into her eyes, their hearts pounding. It was as if they had been apart for centuries. Just staring at him made Minsu fall in love all over again. Sunjin, holding her gaze, told her he had missed her laugh, her touch, and her kisses. He promised that she was the only woman he would ever love and marry in this lifetime, and that he wanted to grow old with her. He added that there was no one for him apart from her, and the thought of losing her drove him insane. Minsu, deeply touched, felt her heart melt as Sunjin leaned in, sealing his promise with a passionate kiss. As their lips locked, they felt every kind of emotion rushing through their bodies, a clear sign that they had longed for each other, and just a bit of physical contact made them fall in love with each other all over again.